Hello, Penny.
Hello, Alistair.
Hello, everyone. There's a call back to the 80s for those that remember.
For those of you that are old enough to know what the hell we're talking about.
Failing that, only Leah's seen it and we'll just edit it out.
It is true. We'll edit it out for the podcast anyway.
I feel like that's a little bit high. Sorry, hold on. That's better. Now we're head and shoulders, not just a head.
Done. I like being a floating head.
Evening, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne. Apparently that's the only way I can say your name.
Singing it.
Because I've noticed that I've said that on every single one.
The Sunday Share and the Sunday Musical.
It is indeed. It is
What a
indeed.
week. It's been a weird week.
It's been a weird day.
Has it? I don't know. I've seen a few things on social media about it being it felt like an emotionally draining week. And I just thought, oh, maybe it was just me. Maybe not. It just felt like a really kind of draining week.
Oh, I thought you meant when you said, is that just me? I thought you meant I'm draining the world of their emotions.
No.
Especially after last week with the I'm a psychic vampire thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, not
No, I
that.
just meant it just felt like a sluggish
Hi, Danny.
week.
Hi, Leah.
So yeah, when a few people put it on their social media, I thought, oh, maybe it wasn't just me then.
No, I think it has been a bit of a weird week. Well, collectively, everybody who is interested is in mourning this week. The sad passing of a member of the monarchy.
Yes.
So maybe there's a bit of that in the air. A bit of questioning our own mortality.
No, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Have I gone too deep?
No, you've just gone too royal.
Interested. I didn't.
Didn't know the guy.
We're
so I
not
don't know.
going to talk about that this evening.
No.
We're going to stay away from the politics stuff. I thought that I'd just start with a weird dream, because you've obviously posted out that you had a weird dream
Yeah, I
that
did.
you want to share, which I think you should share with everybody else. But my little dream came randomly last night, and it was from a connection that I've got in America, and I dreamt that I received a text message and I looked down at my phone and it was from this person and it just said, "How are you?" And my brain just twisted that round and said, "How are they? Is there something the matter with them?" And I toyed with it all day. I felt the urge to contact them and say, "How are you? Is everything okay?" And then eventually did at tea time and just said, "How are you? Just so you know, I've had a weird dream and I wanted to check that everything was all right with you." And it was a nice little connection. We had a little chat, checked that we were both all right. At some point it will come to me why I had to do it. I just don't know right now.
I get that all the time.
You know. So do you want to tell everybody about your weirdness?
I don't know. What's everybody been up to this week? We'll save that for a bit.
Oh,
I'm sort of waiting for people to join us and sort of let us know what their week. So give us a topic. Like I say, well, we kind of suggested this, but ideally we want to talk about spokes and spooks, bicycles,
bikes.
like spooks and ghosts and the sort of the mediumship side of things.
Do you know what? Let's clear the air.
I have put.
It's my little witch's bell. Little positive, clear sound to clear the air. Probably really super loud.
But off camera, that way, I've put well, actually, on your cameras, it's probably that way. This is really confusing because it's mirrored and stuff. But there's an EMF
No.
what is it?
K2 meter.
K2 EMF meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was half right. Which is sat just there, and I've opened an invitation this evening for anybody to join us. And now while I'm speaking, we're getting two flashing green lights. But
We
I
actually
can't
had
put
three.
it here in the shop because all the laptops and stuff just set it off, and I don't trust that. Whereas there, it's on our bookshelf between some books, and there's nothing electrical around it at all. So there's no reason for that little bit to be going off.
it is randomly flashing, and it wasn't prior to the
wasn't
start of
until-
the recording. So we've clearly got somebody here
Okay.
who wants to communicate, and hopefully
Hello, Leah.
we'll get that.
She put, hello.
Oh my God.
Leah, oh my God, you're all right. You're safe. It's in here with us.
They're in here. It'll be fine. If they want to communicate, we'll need more light so that we know that we've got a strong connection, and maybe they'll talk to us. So if we're randomly just looking off over there all the time, we're monitoring the lights. We're
Yeah,
not
we're
just
getting
being
distracted.
weird.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, okay, right. Cool.
Okay.
We'll keep that going. If you see anything, let us know.
Communicate with us. We would love to talk to you. If you could not affect the electrical equipment, that would be great, because we had enough trouble last week. It's up to you. I've gone really clammy-handed. So let's wait and see. Let's have some crystal power going on. So, talk to us. So Leah's just said, what did she say? I can see she says something.
About the broadcast paused. As you said off camera, the broadcast paused. Never done that before.
Oh.
So yeah.
Scary mushrooms.
Something that's happened in our week. I'm how old am I? 43?
Odd.
43 or something. We've got a TikTok account. I've created this, the Wiccan Warriors TikTok, just because it was there and nobody else had it. So I've set us up with one.
So that will be fun.
So if you've joined us from seeing us on TikTok, hello, welcome, TikToker. Is that what they call them?
I've just no idea. I'm old.
I don't know.
I wouldn't even know how to find it, let alone do anything on it. You're well
All
in
it does
charge
is
of
show
that.
me stuff to do with DIY and inspirational quotes, because that's the only two things I've liked.
Oh, okay.
So the algorithm on it's completely haywire.
We're not pixelated now that we've talked about don't mess with the electrical equipment.
Good. Thank
Be
you.
clear in your intention
Excellent.
and clear in your communication. We've got a few things around us this evening
Yeah, I've got my cards out.
to encourage some connection, and I've got my cards really because if I use my runes, they go clunk when I throw them on the table.
That was the card that I drew just before.
I can't see.
It's a pleasure. So I don't know whether my cards were telling me cheer up, doing the live stream's fun, or whether that card was for somebody. I'm not sure.
We'll see.
Because it's a state as opposed to a person pointed picture.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean. Don't ever ask me to explain how I read my cards.
No, makes no sense. And I have my crystal, see what connection we can get as well.
Yeah, I almost at one point got pulled into a conversation about my cards because they're Alistair Crowley cards, but they're part of something that's called Thoth.
Not easy to say when you've got a lisp.
No,
Sorry.
even a really subtle one like mine that nobody notices. And I don't read them from that perspective at all. And they clearly were doing so, and I just kind of backed away from the conversation.
Indeed you do.
So yeah, so if you see anything on the live while we're going now, come across the screen, or if anything affects the stream, let us know, and we'll kind of decide whether or not we can put it down to my 4G signal going a bit wonky or something.
Facebook editing us.
Yeah.
Lights aren't
The energy
flashing
has
right
picked
now.
up in here though.
It has indeed.
I can feel,
It has indeed.
you'll see it in me because it comes across as I don't know how to describe it. It's tangents. My brain will flit now all over the place.
I thought you was going to say tangerines. I was going to say, what, citrusy?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
We like to do humour with our spookiness.
Another sort of thing that's come up in conversations this week is ancestors. I think I've spoken about this most weeks. How it's so important. We had an opportunity today to go and spend some time with my mum and dad. And it was just awesome hearing him talk about his dad, my granddad. And to have that, I don't know, the picture, the story, those kind of tales. They're not as epic as Vikings and things like that. But in my family's background, there is witches So that's in there. So
What, real witches or like?
my great
She's a
great
witch.
grandma.
Okay, just wanted to
I
check
think it
that
was
it
my
wasn't
dad.
just
It might be more than that. My
a
dad's
negative
grandma.
slight about somebody.
No. The whole family knew she was the medium, psychic
Excellent.
witch.
About time, Anna. Nice of you to show up eventually.
Anna's fashionably late. You missed the intro though.
You did. You're going to have to watch it back because it all happened before you got here.
All I'm going to say is if it didn't ring any bells, you just need to look at Hale and Pace.
Yeah.
That's all from the 90s.
Just thought I'd ring a bell.
Ba-bum.
As you said it. So, what should we talk about?
I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Don't know. What else did you want to talk about ancestors? Because I wasn't listening. Was it interesting?
Oh no, just how important it is to remember it. I mean, I was speaking to Leah earlier and said, for God's sake, don't remember me at the later stages because that's when I'm old and stupid. I want you to kind of, with your kids or your friends and family, and sort of go, oh, what will my dad do in this situation? Oh, you wouldn't believe the sort of stupid shit my dad would do in this stupid situation. And it'd be that. Sort of, those stories keep your memory alive.
Yeah.
So my granddad's forever alive in the stories that my dad's told me and all of his kids know. So it spreads that, and that's awesome. I just think that's amazing. That's why I liked working in care when the old people kept telling me old stories of their past.
Yeah.
Because I felt privileged to know that piece of information.
I've
about
just had a
somebody.
really weird connection. Really weird. I don't really understand it yet. Hopefully it will clear up a little bit and be a bit easier to understand. Just had a connection from a male. Older male, but not old. And my mouth feels strange. I'm not sure whether it's my mouth or my teeth, but my mouth has just filled with saliva and it feels really bizarre. For anybody that knows me, my mouth doesn't fill with saliva because I have a medical condition, so it feels really strange. So somebody who's passed where there's something wrong with their mouth, and that's what I'm picking up, but I'm not picking up anything else. We'll have to say, oh, I've got pressure as well. There's something in my head. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to see if I can narrow down what it is, who it is.
Okay. Shall I say about my dream then?
Do it.
Okay. For one reason or another, I got stuck in a dream. And I've not really spoken on here about the sort of trance work and meditation work that I do. And the dream flipped into the meditation sort of trancey stuff that I will do. And then I couldn't figure out where I was in space and time. But I'll explain how I got to that point. Over the past couple of weeks, there's been a lot of conversations to do with the kids when they were little and the house they lived in when me and their mum were together, and a lot of the memories I can't remember. There's a lot of things I can't remember. I think because they're linked to a person. So throughout the last couple of weeks and months of all the communication going on, I've been trying to separate the memories off so that I remember the girls and the house, but filter out what I need to take out of it, as opposed to the blanket sort of anything to do with that, it's getting forgotten. So in the dream, I was in that house, but nobody else was there. There was nobody else there. It looked like people had been there and just gone. But it was cool. In my head, I was going, right, okay. I think I can go around here now and pinpoint and sort of, in my mind's eye, walk around the room. And I thought I was doing one of my meditation sessions. but I wasn't. I was actually asleep. And I spent what felt like in the dream a good hour walking around the house, refreshing my brain with going, oh yeah, that's where the dogs used to run out there. That's what the kids' bedrooms look like. Oh God, yeah, the couch. The little details were coming back to me. The Amstrad phone. There was all these little kind of random details, and it was excellent. I was kind of down memory lane in this kind of memory section of my brain. And then I wanted to sort of come out. So I went through my normal routine for a meditation and opened my eyes and woke up in the bed there and sort of stopped, sort of closed my eyes again. I was like, oh, that didn't work. Okay, we'll try that again. No, okay, why am I still here? And then, it's not as like a panic as such, but a bit of my brain then goes, hang on a minute, am I actually here? And everything I just thought I've done wasn't. And that's when my brain panicked and went, holy shit, I don't know where the hell I am in space and time now. And that's when I woke up. And I kid you not, I was like I'd been on a horrific roller coaster. Just felt monged for the whole day. It completely wiped me out for what felt like only a minute. I didn't know where I was or what had happened at any given point. Does that make sense? I know this kind of sounds a bit insane. And you can all say the same as what I've come to the conclusion of was, wow, that was a trippy dream. But it's the way the dream happened and how it's changed my way of thinking of the house for a start. So other memories are now coming back in. So it's all a positive, but it was a freaky moment, sort of making sure I figured out where I was. So yeah, so that's my dream. I don't know if anybody's ever had anything similar. If you want to know more about the sort of meditation-y stuff I've kind of hinted on there, well, perhaps I have to do that we'll do that as another chat. We'll work that one out as another chat. I don't want to tell you two crazy things at the same time. One night, that'd be insane. So how is things going with you and the man with the sore gob?
Yeah, I'm not sure that. I think the mouth sensations are like a byproduct of something else, because actually I got a really heavy pulling sensation in my back on my left, like a respiratory thing. I have tested it, but I did get the name John, and I tested it because that's such a common name that it felt like it shouldn't be that name. I questioned it rather than tested it. But whoever it is, there is a breathing issue. I don't feel it here, but I feel it in the back of my lung.
I don't know.
It's not strong enough, it's not clear enough. So
what do you think they're here for? Let's forget the details of who they are. And the reason I say this is because I was thinking about it earlier as to how I would do a reading. Just don't lose the thought.
okay.
And then I had this thought where I said to myself, right, let's say I do a reading. You guys are on, there's only 5 people on there currently, it says. I don't know. But it's not for any of you. Fate or somebody else involved could make somebody else watch the video at a later point, because we always post these, and then it makes sense to them at a later point, which is why I've just said to you about, let's not focus on that bit. Let's say somebody has connected with that idea,
Okay.
and they will do at some point. What do you feel the message is, or the reason for the connection is?
It was I'm here, I've come through.
So as a validation.
I've made it through to tell you.
So recently just come, or?
It's more than a year. It's not fresh. It's not a new. It's
perhaps an about time they've come to grips with it. I need to let them know, really, I'm okay.
that I'm ready to communicate. I understand it now, and I understand why I need to come through and connect.
If you do connect with that and you're watching us live now, feel free to just private message. Don't feel you have to put something on the screen.
Yeah.
And we're not looking for anybody to go, oh, yeah, that was definitely us, or if it wasn't. At some point, somebody will connect with what's being said.
And again, another reason why I've questioned it more so than tested it is because with everything that's going on at the minute, we've got a pandemic around a respiratory situation. I don't think it's linked to that at all. I think it's before that. When I say more than a year, I think before all of this happened. But actually, I've just got the sensation there. It's a spread. It's something that didn't stay. It started in one place, which I'm guessing was lower lung, left lung, and then moved, spread. I haven't asked if it's cancer, but I'm getting the indication that it is that, and it's something that metastasized and moved.
That's a big word,
into the spread into other parts of the body, and it feels like it was slow. We don't know, we didn't know what was wrong, we just didn't feel ourselves, and there's something definitely in the mouth.
That was some birds.
So it was dismissed. It was just a really bizarre sound.
It's this blonde and this redhead keep arguing.
And it's like, once we knew what it was, all of a sudden it went through the body really fast. But I'm finding it quite hard to keep that connection. One, because it feels like a really distant one, whether it's somebody struggling to come forward more than that, because I'm not with the person they're trying to connect to. Or whether by sharing the physicality of the condition is like a remembrance of what they experienced, if that makes sense, which can cause loss of focus and sometimes loss of connection. I'm getting a bit of a headache as well, but I think that that's all part of the same thing. Whatever it was, weren't sure to start with, and then just went everywhere really fast. Or at least fast to everybody who witnessed it, not that experienced. Maybe there was an element of I need to hide this. Maybe that's what... Okay.
A man hiding the fact that they're ill?
Well, with males, it's one extreme to the other, isn't it? Like, oh my God, I'm falling apart, I'm dying. No, you've got a cold. Or being the strong one and not wanting to say, actually, I'm having a really hard time. So I don't know if that's connecting to anybody out there. It's quite unexpected. I didn't expect for anybody to contact.
It wouldn't just be linked to us, would it?
No.
Just being selfish.
No, it's not. Are you getting some action in your place, Anna? Is somebody trying to engage with you, connect with you there? It's a male energy that, for sure, as I said, I have the name John, but I'm quite uncomfortable. I know there are loads of people called John, and I shouldn't be uncomfortable with that. And I've just realised what you meant about, is the connection to us? No.
Okay, that's what I mean. Is it not linked to us?
No, it's
stupidly,
somebody...
and we're trying to pin it on one of you.
No, it's somebody that's already passed, and it's more than a year, but less than 2. that's I'm kind of getting calendar pages, but I might be interpreting that wrong. Just getting random things. Ignore me. Talk amongst yourself.
What do you mean, talk amongst yourselves?
Well, I can't
stomp
see.
into-
I have to look. And it's when it says we've got messages, I have to tell.
Right, okay then. While
Test.
Penny was doing that, I've turned a couple of tarot cards, and the reason I was asking about the male's intentions, because my cards came out as Fallen Knight, because it was upturned, and how I read my cards, over the Wealth card, which tells me that there's a connection here in my cards to somebody who's fallen as a military connection. And their connection to this person is something like a pension or an insurance or something that's come in that links them to this fallen knight military person.
Okay.
But I don't know who that is. I tried to think, well, it might have been linked to yours, but it wasn't. So I don't know. So I'm just going to leave those two there for now.
Okay.
We'll see.
And we'll see. I'm intrigued what connections people are getting out there, if any at all.
Yeah.
That was a little impromptu connection.
It's all males. No. I just had this horrible feeling all the cards were in some sort of weird order that was throwing them off then.
What, just now? You've
Well, no, because I just...
shuffled your cards? And
No, I just sort of thought to myself, right, okay, well, what about this male? And the next card that came out is the Knight of Cups, which is my indicator for a risen male, as in past, and generally a Cancerian, because there's a crab on the image, which if it stands out to me means that, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, Cancerian male. But it tells me that they've passed. The bit I wanted to look at was to do with the wealth side of it, what that was about. And that's stereotypical cards, conflict, and things within the family to do with it, and it's peeing this person off.
Okay.
But so if you connect with that, yeah, somebody's stressed out. Everything's being divvied up, and the way it's being divvied up is not fair or right or being done amicably.
Okay.
But like I say, if you connect to this at some point, once this goes live, once it's live on YouTube as well, which is where we post them after we've posted them here, then just drop us a message and we'll see if we can pick that up and carry on. If they've made the connection and if it feels strong enough that it's definitely a connection to you, then yeah, cool. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what else comes. I need to say goodbye to that person, because it's just making me feel really unwell, actually. Certainly the sensation around the mouth is not very nice.
No.
Makes me feel a little bit nauseous, and I don't want to do that on camera. That won't be fun. Yeah, so nothing going on the K2 meter since we said, please can you not interfere with the camera.
Still here though, ain't you? Maybe not.
Well, I'm wondering if that person is who came through.
Well, there's a moment where you know we don't
No.
fake it. I really wanted it to blink then and it didn't.
Ah.
What?
Connection potentially to Marion.
Ah.
Okay. It's quite again, it's quite difficult because when I get a common name, I really want them to have bizarre names.
Because they're not going to, are they?
No, I know,
Generation
but
really.
I know, but I want them to have a name that is a clear name that people won't go, well, that's common. So,
When the mediums are picking up
so-
on mine, they're going to go, I'm going to get an Alistair. Oh, no, that can't be right. That's from the 1700s. Silly old man's name I've got.
It is potentially that person. The sensation in my mouth was the weirdest, most uncomfortable feeling that I've had in a long time, purely because I don't really have saliva like normal folk. So that's quite an unpleasant experience. I'll be intrigued if it had metastasised to other places, because I certainly got the mouth and then respiratory. So,
But
and then a headache. But
if we circle back to the reason,
I don't know the reason. I didn't get the reason. I got the impression of I'm just coming through. I found, it's like I found a doorway and I can get through, and that might be it. There might not be more than that. I don't know. I can't get any more than that because I've had to let him go because it was properly making me feel nauseous.
oh, Marion never met him.
Okay.
That's what I was kind of boiling it down to, is if Marion is the link, do we have a reason for you to pass on a message to Marion to pass on to those people if there was doing that?
If there was more.
If there was that link.
I haven't got more than that and I've let him go now.
Okay, well, that's fine. If he pops back, he pops back.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not a nice condition at all.
No, that sounds a bit...
It's,
But
other than when people have bizarre accidents, there's only so many ways that you can die.
I hope my last words are, holy shit, I didn't see that coming.
Mine will be, I told you I was ill. Little tip of the cap there to Spike Milligan. Because I think that's what he's got in his gravestone.
Yeah, I think he is.
So I don't know if any more comes through. I'm hoping that now he's come through and given me these are how I feel, these are the conditions that I passed over with, that he'll be strong enough a connection that he can come back and actually give a message or pass on information, a clearer reason why he would connect. But yeah, I'm hoping that's the case, and not that he comes back and makes me feel unwell again, because that's not very nice. Didn't feel very nice anyway. So
No, the reason I mentioned it, kind of not sidelining a little bit, but is when I've done mediumship and you sometimes get hung up on them explaining to you the reasons. It's like they need to debrief their death to you a little bit, and you kind of end up going, okay, this is like details, I don't mean to be insensitive, but I get it. Why do we get in it? What's the information? What do you need to pass on, as opposed to keep validating who you are to confirm it to somebody? But that's just me. I'm not saying...
I kind of get that. I don't necessarily agree. I think the more information that is given to validate...
Yeah, but once we've hopefully made the connection... I'm not saying we had in this instance, which we don't think we have. We're not sure if we have or not.
We'll see if he comes back, if there's more of a reason. It certainly wasn't an intention to connect this evening.
No.
It was a little bit unexpected, so apologies for that. It's kind of the way it goes, though, when you least expect it. When you open yourself up, particularly to these conversations, and the fact that we've sat here and I've cleared the air, and we have our cards with us and crystal with us, and we've got the K2 meter up, which indicates that we're ready for connection.
And a mindset.
And we start to open up our minds to that connection. We shouldn't be surprised when a connection comes through. Really. So,
No, not at all.
no.
But what do you guys think of the dream? Have you guys had anything similar?
I forgot what the dream was.
That's just rude.
Never mind.
But I'm not a person that ever remembers dreams either. Just in general, I normally wake up and I remember I've dreamt, but don't actually ever really remember them. But I remembered that one. What are you reading?
Not reading. I might have another connection. I've opened the door now. Okay.
Do we sit and patiently wait?
No, you can. You, as I keep saying, keep talking.
I'll just try and
yourself.
fill the space.
Yeah, if you could. No, I'm getting a younger female. 20s. If that's you connecting now through the K2 meter, because as I said, a younger female, 20s, the lights went across. It'd be great if you can do that as a clear indication and flash the lights for yes, and don't flash them for no. That would be great. Much quicker a connection. Did that flash? I can't.
No.
Okay, good. If that or you don't agree with doing that at all, and that's somebody else trying to connect with us. The problem is I'm quite blind without my glasses, and it's quite far away, so
Oh yeah, no, it's not lit up.
it's quite difficult to do it. It is a younger female, 20s. It was an accident. It was a road accident. I don't know if I've got the information right. I don't know if I'm getting...
Yeah, Marion's the same as me, forgets her dreams. Sorry, you keep...
I don't know if I'm getting conflicting information. That kind of thing doesn't happen nowadays. It feels like somebody was crossing the road and got hit. Now I want to say by a bus, but I'm not sure that that's right. So I need to test that a little bit. It's kind of difficult because I don't generally do this out loud. It's kind of something that I can take my time with and do quietly in my head. So it is a bit difficult to do out loud. Yeah. Okay. So when you're ready, you can give me more.
Tell them one at a time.
I kind of do that anyway, because what happens is once I'm open, like I've opened the door, and it's like there's a crowd going, oh, we can get in now, or we can go through now. So I kind of have to do that anyway, to say one at a time, but there's some quite pushy people wanting to connect, and this is the hardest medium to do that appropriately, because a lot of the connection that I have as an empath is that I need to sit in the room with the person to get an accurate connection, a close connection, and that makes it way easier to close out the other connections coming through, the ones that aren't related. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. Effectively, you're trying to do your mediumship through a bathroom window.
Kinda. Kinda. Yeah. But yeah.
That is technically why we didn't do these videos sooner during COVID and start doing online readings and things, because I'm not 100% convinced myself that I can deliver that like that.
It is more difficult for sure, and the people that can sit fluently, I not for 1 minute think that they have a better connection, but I applaud them if they are able to do that. It is not easy to do. It's, as I explained a few weeks ago, the connection between me and the spirit that's connecting is quite tight, quite close sometimes. For me to be able to share that to somebody else or to use their connective energy, the closer they are, the better. So over vast distances, I'm not sure how you would improve that, to be fair, other than questioning the connection in the first place and asking to be shown more. And I can, visually I can see more. I can see what the young girl looks like. I can see that she's got blonde hair. I can see that she's wearing a brown coat and carrying a bag, and I suddenly feel super emotional, and that's me taking her emotion, surprise at what happened, the speed of what happened, because it was instantaneous. It's not very nice. The connection that she's given is to show me what happened from her perspective, and it's very much like I was just on the curb, I wasn't concentrating, I stepped out and it was done, and that was it, and that's how quick it all happened, and I was gone. I was ripped away so quickly, and the well of emotion, the surprise, the how can I be gone when I didn't live?
The sense of it's not my time.
The shock. The shock is still there. This doesn't this doesn't feel this feels new. This doesn't feel, oh, I've come over all hot.
Arrogant.
This doesn't feel like something that happened a long time ago. This feels fresher. I can't give time frames. I can only give what I'm given. And I'm just asking her now if there's any reason why she's connecting through me. Is there somebody that is connected to her that's part of this? I know. She's questioning why it happened. No, it's not very fair. I might need to go off in a minute.
Just focus her energy on the point.
I am, but all I'm getting is all I'm getting right now is it is so raw, or the chance to connect with somebody since it happened is so fresh. All of the sadness and frustration and shock and all of those things are coming rushing through, and it's making me fairly emotional. And I might need to let you go back because I want to talk but I can't talk, and I want to console but I can't console. Okay, so I'm sorry that that's not a better outcome, but thank you. Okay, I'm not sure who she is. When somebody is that inconsolable that they can't get the words, and it's a fierce rush, like a tidal wave of emotion. Okay. Are you getting a connection through me?
No, I felt I heard you say ask for a name. You said I can't get a name, and the first name that came into my head was Elizabeth.
Okay. I've had to
I don't know.
pull away, because that's not very nice. It's awful for her. And hopefully she'll be able to come back and we can have more of an interaction. And
Like I say, at any stage, if you're watching this, if you think it's for you, just let us know. Again, this is not what we intended to do on these videos. You compose yourself for a minute, all right? Do you want some vodka? It's not vodka,
That would be
it's just
great.
lemonade, I promise.
that would be great. I don't drink.
No, neither do I.
Okay. Marion, stop giving us angry emojis. You keep giving us angry
What's
emojis.
that you're angry about now?
If you're angry, that's fine. You're allowed to be angry. Let's go on to. I need to step away from that and close for a little bit, because that was quite full on.
Okay.
But you picked up a name.
Well, yeah, it was just the first name that come to my mind. As you said, I don't get a name. I heard Elizabeth,
Yeah. Okay.
but I don't know if that's the
We
same
shall see.
connection or not.
Hopefully the lovely lady will come back. And
We've not heard. Has anybody heard from Anna? Because she might be having her own sort of poltergeist. So she's not been sucked into the TV or something. Because she said there was somebody there trying to contact her.
Wondered where you were going with that little conversation there. I was going to say, please tell me she hasn't run out into the road.
Huh?
What?
No.
No, I know what you mean now. Okay.
Welcome back.
So, yeah, that was quite hefty. It's more difficult when it is emotion. We do have connections happening. I'm trying really hard to shut the door for a minute because I just need a minute to get my head together. Have we got any fun stories? Have we got any fun stories about things that happen? Things that
The cat scared the crap out of me the other day, jingling that bell, jumping off of my altar in the window.
This bell?
As I walked through in the dark thinking, what the hell rang that bell? Our black cat jumps off the window. Made me jump.
Well, we've got a pretty strong connection coming through on the K2 meter. I'm not really sure who that is, but you're coming through fine and dandy right now. Maybe we can ask some questions. Do you want to ask some questions?
No, because I get random answers and then I don't know if I can draw conclusions.
Well, what
to
we
them.
do
Like Graham
is in
just broke his leg.
situations like this, when
All I heard as that was flashing, I heard, yeah, there's something to do with Graham breaking his leg. I was like, oh. But again, I never know whether this is
okay,
just my brain making stuff.
okay, so maybe ask, is that Graham? If it's Graham, can you light up the lights for us, please? And we have the lights flashing.
Yeah, that's fairly solid, 2 green.
So has presumably, lovely Graham, that you're on the other side. Much as I hate to ask that question.
Or is it for Graham that's this side? This is what I mean.
Okay, we need to stop asking questions that it can't respond to.
I felt like it was somebody having a jibe at Graham for breaking his leg, is how it felt. But I don't know. What's that?
Ooh. We've had a little message come through. I don't know if you want me to say who you are, but when we rang the bell, they heard it behind them.
Surround sound.
Yeah, that's some good surround sound there. How bizarre. How strange. Okay, so if we're going to call out and ask questions to the lovely lights, we need to ask closed questions and agree a yes and a no. So ordinarily it would be, can you light the lights? When you light the lights, we will take that as a yes. If you don't like the lights, we will take that as a no.
Whiplash.
But if you then ask questions that don't require a yes or no answer, if you ask open questions, they can't respond with yes or no.
Okay.
And then we have a million lights flashing for no apparent reason. I think they've gone. I think they got bored waiting for us to stop nattering.
Could well be.
Yeah.
So yeah, did anybody else hear the bell
So
ring
that was
behind them? Should we do it
lovely
again?
Adele.
Do it again.
It was lovely Adele, and it made her jump.
You ready? Do it again.
I have done it again.
Do it again.
I feel like a little
One more.
bit like a performing pony. I use this bell to clear the energy, generally, because it's a clear tone. And I might have explained that when I said about doing the house cleansing. I use a singing bowl, and I use the bell to clear negative spaces. Which I think might be a mistake, because I think what that's doing is flinging open doors of connection. No, from the TV this time it sounds different. Well,
Ooh.
maybe you've got a little connection. Is it a connection that you're comfortable with? What is going on now? Just sending me random. I've just had random moment there.
All right, fair enough.
Let's close that. I'm getting very confused by my own computer. There's a surprise. Okay, so yeah. Is there anybody that is looking for a connection? And why are you looking? And so what are your motives for looking for a connection to someone? And kind of what do you want that connection to be? In my case, if I am looking for, what, I can't read the message. I can read a message.
The bell is causing some very weird reactions from Buzz.
Who's Buzz?
Buzz is one of Marion's dogs.
Oh, sorry, Buzz.
One of her gorgeous papillons.
Oh. However, I'm freaking the dog out, so I'd best stop doing that then.
Buzz, go and lie down. No, I need to go. Buzz, you bugger.
Oh, is that what you connect
Yeah,
with?
I think he used to go nuts if I called him a bugger.
Okay, so when I go to somebody or I'm talking to somebody that says they have a connection that's coming through for me, I am actively looking for a particular connection. A particular person and a particular name to come through, and there is a reason why I'm expecting that name to come through, but I can't say what it is, but for me that's my test of how accurate somebody is being, rather than random. I actually would like the connection to just come to me, but whether I want that so much that I am pushing it away, it's quite hard to explain.
I find it hard to focus on one energy at a time. So what I feel like is I'm walking through a room and hearing a conversation. I don't overhear a sentence, hence why all I heard was, haha, Graham's broke his leg.
Okay, so it...
And then that's all I hear. And then like that, Elizabeth.
Okay, so... Was it a male voice or a female voice?
Male.
It's a male. Okay.
So yeah, sorry Graham, somebody's laughing at you.
That's mean. Sorry, whoever Graham is. That's quite mean, but clearly you've got a mate that's
Yeah, if you're watching this video and you know somebody called Graham has broken their leg, somebody on spirit side's having a bit of a giggle about it.
Yeah, either a family member or a friend. Not a very well-meaning one if they're having a good old laugh. Yeah, so That's all very weird.
So yeah, we're in the last 5 minutes.
Wow.
I know, I knew you were going to say that.
Good grief.
Time flies when you...
When your brain is literally somewhere else. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say...
I can't wait until we can spend time with people face to face, one to one. We can hold your hand. We can hold an object that you've brought with you and do a reading, because this is so hard. The connection is so tenuous.
Sorry. My brain's flitting about all over the place.
Go on.
No, carry on.
I can't remember what I was going to say now.
Oh, we've not had an argument this week. Should we do it now?
A little bit of a beaker.
No, all I was going to say is next week, providing the weather's all right, we're going to go out and do this.
I forgot we were planning on that.
Rather than being here doing it here, we're thinking we might go out to a secret location that we like to go to connect with spirit and actually do it live from there instead. But what do you guys think about that idea? It is not a ghost hunt. It would just still be us doing the Sunday share, talking about the stuff we're doing.
Yeah.
But we'd be in that location doing it.
And I really want to get my dowsing rods out and do that somewhere other than at home. Although it's great and they're really good for connecting here, it's not very easy to, unless we piddle about with the camera, it's not very easy to show you what connections I'm getting through that. Oh, we're going on a journey because we got the card.
Yeah,
so we just said we were going on you said we were going on a journey,
week,
and I've got a travelling card.
We'll film from a secret location.
Yeah.
It's a place nearby. It's cool.
We promise
we've
not
got a couple of places
to
actually
breach any issues.
No. It would just
Guidelines are there for a reason. It's to keep us all safe and well, and we've been very well behaved.
Anybody who knows me, I don't go anywhere. I've
the
shielded for
supermarket.
nearly 99% of the whole thing, purely because I support one disabled guy.
Yeah.
So I had to do exactly the same as him and shield.
Yeah. So that'll be fun, and then maybe if that goes really well, maybe we'll have some news in the future about other fun activities that we're going to do. So it's not just us sitting here having a chat, and I appreciate that that's like us sitting in your living room having a cup of coffee and stuff. That's lovely. But I'm a bit bored, if I'm honest, being indoors. I want to go out, other than to shop at a supermarket.
Oh, I've worked out over the last 2 years. I bought loads of crap I didn't need.
You've only just worked that out. Look around the house.
People are, I can't wait. I don't think I'm excited to go anywhere other than the beach. I want to go to a beach and just walk in some sandy water. Yeah. But anyway, right, so next week, providing the weather's all right, we'll be out on location. As I said last week, we are looking potentially towards YouTube. So I would urge you, if you've got a YouTube account, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. The other reason why I'm saying that is if it doesn't work on location with Facebook, I might have to revert to YouTube instead. But I think we should be all right.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope so.
But also, keep your questions and stuff coming in.
And if you feel like, I've really missed something and I want to hear that back, not only are the videos still available on Facebook and then on YouTube, you can also listen to our lovely podcast.
Yeah, and find us on TikTok. I still can't say that.
I still don't know how to do that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Super marvellous, lovely people who came and joined us. I apologise for the weirdness that occurred. Certainly didn't expect connections this evening, and unfortunately they weren't very clear. I'm hoping as time goes on and we can start seeing people more, that we'll be able to make those connections stronger and in person.
The other thing I was thinking for next week is bring a friend. Okay, I don't mean physically. I mean literally sort of tell a friend and just say, just come and watch.
Okay.
And if they don't like it within the first 5 or 10 seconds, they can go.
Yeah.
But for next week's one, you've got to bring a friend, and we're going to be out on location.
Oh, we'd best get a jumper.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping it's going to be warm. So,
Probably snow, knowing our luck.
So yeah, next week, bring a friend. Come and join us on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok,
We're pretty much
everywhere. But anyway, right, let's go.
And before we go, lovely Anna, the time went quick for you because you wasn't here for all of it. Make an effort.
Oh, actually, before we go, I need to see whether this works. Can you guys all tap the screen? There should be loads of love hearts all come up. Should be.
They're not going to do
I've
it.
not seen it from this end. I've only ever seen it from that end.
Nothing is occurring. Nobody
That's
loves
because
it.
that's not got to their bit of video yet.
Oh.
You've got to remember there's a delay. But I've not.
I'm not patient.
No, I gathered that.
Instant gratification, please. Maybe something I shouldn't have said online. Yay!
Was that one?
Yay!
So I missed it.
Yeah,
Oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. Another one.
Oh, so much love.
There's one. There's another one. There's one.
Oh.
My God.
That's the young people pressing that button there. Because us oldies, our hands don't work that quickly.
Excellent. I wanted to know what it looked like from this end.
All right, Anna, I'll let you off.